Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Shane. How are you doing, everyone? I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you're ready to do some sketching. Welcome to SketchClub. I'm Shane and we are from JR Art Lab. And every week on Friday at this time we do a live stream and we pick a new topic or subject matter, and we paint or sketch, do a little sketch. We've got an hour to do it in, and we sometimes do up to 3 we've done, but it depends on what we're doing and how kind of involved we've got. Now today's topic, if you don't know what a trillium is, it is a flower. So we're going to have a look first at what the trillium is, and have a little bit of a look at the Wikipedia page. So that's what we're going to do. Now, if you haven't heard about J Art Lab, quick brief summary is we do digital art workshops. We do them for adults and for children. We do after school programs, anything like that you're interested in developing your digital art skills. Now, these could be video editing, motion graphics, digital painting, graphic design, 3D sculpting, characters, whatever it is that you would like to develop. We run workshops, and we also do custom workshops called creative coaching, which are more popular with the adults, and we do customized workshops for people to learn to either use software that they want to learn how to use, to work on their process, to develop one of their artistic goals. So if you would like to join creative coaching, get over to the website, have a look. It's www.jrartlab.com. Now, I have realized that I need to ask people to like, share, and subscribe to this video and this channel. So we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But I realized that I never asked people to like and subscribe. So please like the YouTube and the Twitch and the Facebook, and please share this if you have a friend that's a digital artist or a traditional artist who has always wanted to play with digital. That would be great. Share it to them, and it's a good chance to just have one time in the week which is just for you. You sit down, you don't have to think about what you're drawing. I give you all the references and we just draw something and paint something together. All right, so welcome to Sketch Club. I will put the link for the slide. Oh, what happened to our reference board? Just did a glitch. Okay, so as usual, I have prepared a reference board in Mural, and I actually heard a little rumor. I don't know if this is true. You can tell me in the chat. If you want to chat, please head over to the Twitch. I think the chat works best in Twitch. The other ones we don't see in the live stream because we're streaming on multiple channels. So I will share you the link to the concept board. Now, we've got an area next to baby ducks, which we did last week, which is the Trillium. Now, Trillium is a flower, and I didn't know at all about Trillium. Where's V? My keyboard is way over there. I'm putting this link in the chat. That's what I'm doing. Okay, the link is in the chat if you would like to have a look at our reference board. I'm going to switch over to my main screen. The chat is there, by the way. If you have any questions or you would like to request the topic, you can also do that. If it's something we haven't done, we'll probably do it. So let's have a look. Over here. Okay, so Trillium. This is what a Trillium looks like. And I believe they're a rare flower. Not so rare in the area where I live, though. We have a lot of Trillium. And there's a spot around the corner where there is almost a field of Trillium growing on the side of this like cliff face, which is really pretty, actually. I mean, I like them because they remind me of orchids, and orchids are probably my favorite flowers. I also have an orchid at the moment on the kitchen table, which has been in flower for, I reckon, about 3 months now. This is the longest. It's a Phalaenopsis orchid, which is the one with the big, broad, round side leaves, the ones that people often remember as an orchid. But I think this Trillium looks a little bit like an orchid too. It looks like the Paphiopedilum. It's an orchid. There's a drawing of it, a painting of it behind me somewhere. They call them also the slipper orchid. They're very interesting. They have like a bulbous bit on the bottom and then 2 bits on the side and then like a cool little hairstyle. We have never done that. That might be a thing to do in the future. Okay, so what is the Trillium? I believe this is what Wikipedia says. So, Trillium, also called Waker Robin, Toadshade, Triflower, Birthroot, Birthwort, sometimes known as the Wood Lily, is a genus of about 50 different species of flowering plants. The Trillium species is native to temperate North America, which is why, as a originally born Australian, I have no idea about Trillium. But it's also, I believe it's on like some, I think it's the flower of Ontario or something. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me on that one. But I think it belongs, it's like one of the special flowers of Canada. Plants of this genus are perennial herbs growing in rhizomes. Oh, that's the other reason they're a little bit rare, because they take a really long time to flower. I think they have, we'll see what it says. There are 3 leaves arranged in a whorl about a scape that rises directly out of the rhizome. Sometimes they are called scale-like leaves. Underground rhizome, photosynthetic. The bracts are photosynthetic and are sometimes called leaves. Where is... at the center of the flower, there are 6 stamens and 3 stigmas borne on a very short style, if any. The fruit is fleshy and capsule-like or berry-like. The seeds have large, oily eliosomes. Okay. Now, let's see if does it have anything about the propagation? I believe they stay in the ground for like several years before they actually will produce a flower, which is why it's recommended not to pick them. I think that's what it is. Here we go. A single flower. Occasionally individuals have 4-fold symmetry. Anyway, we might have to look that up if we want to know about that one. Okay, so this is our concept board, or our reference board, whatever you would like to call it, and it's jammed. Okay, am I jammed? No, I'm not jammed. Good. Sometimes computers do weird things. Oh, that one is super pretty. Look at those water drops. Okay, I think that one's good. This one's super pretty too. I like them when they haven't flowered. This is not a Trillium. This looks more like a hibiscus to me, so let's get rid of that one. Okay, I like that one. So we'll just go through and have a little bit of a look at what we've got here. Looks like some acrylic. Oh, that one's very pretty. That one's very pretty. This is going to be a tough day. There are so many pretty ones. I love botanical illustration. I absolutely love botanical illustration. The composition on this one is really weird. Like, it's chopped off like that. I don't think it's the whole picture. Some more oil or acrylic, perhaps. That is not a Trillium. That is a landscape, but that's what it looks like where I live. That one's pretty. That one's pretty. Oh, I like this messy one. Maybe we'll try that one first. Let's see. Here's another messy one. You know I'm partial to messy ones, right? Okay, that is not a Trillium. That has, I think that's called the something lantern. That is not a Trillium. I don't think it is. Anyway, I could be wrong. There is also a red one. Now, our area, there's a lot of white ones, but the red ones seem to be a bit more rare where I am. A bit more graphical. Interesting. Is that a photo? Nope, it is not. It looks... The vase looks very three-dimensional, and it looks like it has a drop shadow. Interesting. More. Oh, look, this lady painted some Trilliums. Good job, lady. Looks great. Some more. So we've got double up of this one. Which one's a better picture? They look pretty similar. We'll get rid of that one. Someone is... Maybe her name is Trillium. This is Trillium. Meet Trillium. She lives in Canada, and she has a house in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, that one's cool. I have never seen this one. These are the ones we have most, these white ones, and a couple of these red ones. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Do let me know if you want me to turn the music up or down. Fine Art America. Oh, I like the color in this one. Interesting kind of waviness. Very thick paint and graphical pieces there. That one looks nice too, a bit messy. I like when you can see kind of the brush. Now today I didn't, I am using Realistic Paint Studio again. I enjoyed it last week. Some watercolor or gouache. That's really nice. That's kind of what it looks like when you see a lot of them together and there's that tree in the background. That's really nice. Okay, I don't think we have time for that though. We've only got an hour. Some more graphical ones, some red ones, a field of Trillium. Okay, is that all we've got? Okay, good. Now what we'll do... Oh, I feel like I missed this one. That is beautiful. Okay. Okay, that would be its own thing though, I think. Okay, we're going to have to pick... This is the worst bit, right? We have to go through and pick out our favorite. We have to cull. And they're all so good. Okay, we definitely want that one. I think we want this one. This guy, I'm looking at it, the second row, and I want to take all of them already. There was another nice one here. Not great lighting on the photograph, so we'll skip that one. Okay, we definitely want that messier one. Okay, I like this red one. Now, if you can't for some reason get into the reference board, just grab some photos from online if you want to, and save a couple to your... Now, you can do this in anything, by the way. I usually tell people that you can do this in your sketchbook just with a pencil, right? You can use some watercolor if you want, or you can do it digitally like I am. Okay, let's see. Those look good. Let's see. I'll do a last perusal and see if there's anything that needs to be in there that we didn't put in there. Why do I feel like that one... Like, I love this one, but we just don't have the time for it. So we'll take you out because we can't. I did say that too. We should try Realistic Paint Studio watercolor. Now, if you haven't tried Realistic Paint Studio, go and try it out. I think it's cool. And we're not sponsored or anything, but it's a very cool if you're a traditional artist, because it feels just like, you know, it works the same. You've got, well, works pretty similar actually. Now, just as a warning, if I get sad, unfortunately this week my best friend, little Norbu, my doggy, has passed away quite suddenly. He's older, so we kind of knew it might be at some stage, but it doesn't make it easier, or maybe it does. It does make it easier, I suppose. He was 14, and that's the average age for a Shiba. But now we only have our one Shiba, Lady Aria. So yes, it has been affecting me a little bit today, more than the last couple of days, but I'm thinking there's a possibility, if you're interested, I might do a live stream tomorrow night, unplanned, and it's not a promise. I might do a live stream tomorrow night and paint him as a little bit of a precursor to doing an oil painting. So this is kind of yeah, it's something I do for my process when I'm painting. So that might be, I might just stream it, and then we'll have like a nice record of, we used to call him the Wiggy, of the Wiggy. And we'll have a look at some photos, gather some references, and then he'll be memorialized on YouTube. Okay, so which one are we going to do? Okay, I think I want to start off with a combination of these two. We have to be realistic about what we can achieve in our time frame. I would really like to try this though. Shall we just go crazy and just try that and see? It's not exactly a study. We usually try to do studies here of whatever the subject matter is. But I like these three as well. Okay, let's put those three in and we'll see what we get. Alright, so I have a toned canvas today, which is pretty cool. You know, the other thing that looks really cool is once you finish your painting, I'm going to someone remind me in the chat that this week I need to show you the extra cool feature of this Realistic Paint Studio, because it does like a composite of your painting with other things. So like in like sitting on a desk with all the paints around it and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so what are we going to start off with? Let's have a look. I'm still getting used to it. Like I played with it for a couple of months when I first found it. Like this was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But I haven't really used it since then. And I'm sure there's been updates and I forget how it works. So let's try, what's this, the big swath one? This one looks the big swath one too. No, that looks more, let's see. I like this, how it gives you little previews. Oh, that's a good one. There's lots of texture in there. All right, let's try this guy. Oh. Okay. Let's go to our palette and we'll reset this palette. Let's see how big we can make that. What happened to my thing? My palettes have gone away. It's gone. Oh, that's not good. Let's go out and go back in again. Maybe we won't be using Clip Studio. Yes, my clicker's not working here. We're gonna have to quit. Oh, oh, oh. It won't quit. Sorry about this, guys. There's an error with the software. Let me see if I can... We'll force quit that one. And let's try again. Maybe we can close off the email app. Nothing else. We're using that. We're using that. We're using that. We're not using that. Okay, let's try again. Well, the good news is it saved my thing. Notifications go away. Oh. let's go back to this. We will reset paint to default. And we'll get that one. It didn't have any issues last week. It's not color picking. Okay, now it is. Let's try a bigger brush. Oh, that is one thing. When you paint with it, if you do not choose a... when you switch brushes, you need to re-choose the color. Technical error. Technical error. Alright, looks like we're back on track. So I'm going to do a bit of a mashup maybe. Can we go bigger with this? We can. We'll just do a little bit of getting used to it. I haven't done much painting today. Oh, you know what it might be? I think I've discovered my computer likes to have the Wacom driver open. This usually happens on PC. That you do, if you're using a driver, sometimes or if you're using something fancy like a graphics tablet, it wants to have that driver open. Let's do some palette knifing. How big can you be, palette knife? Look at how gooey that is. Now we do still have layers, which is one thing that's not the same as traditional. But I don't think there would be anybody who tried layers that wouldn't like to take advantage of that potential to do. Okay, so let's see if we can push a bit of darker green in here. I got a question for you. If there's any artists out there who do this, please tell me in the chat. Does anybody do weird things with their non-painting hand while they're painting? It has been pointed out to me that I do weird things with my other hand while I'm painting. And I saw someone else doing it not too long ago, and I realized that I might not be the only one. Like, I make weird, like, hand things. Okay. Well, let's see it out. Let's check out our brushes again. Okay, where is it? Where do we bring up the brushes again? I thought it was here. It is here. Okay. So we have all the palette knives down the bottom. We have the blending spinner. We have the little fatty. The bigger fatty, which is a bit scratchy. We have a fan. And we have this one. Does this one exist down the bottom? Yes. And that's probably one I'm getting confused with. This one. And then this one is there. And this one is also there. So everything I wanted is down the bottom. I like how you can fold in and out those drawers too. And there's also more tools. Look at how cool these tools. Don't you just wish all of your paint supplies and art supplies lived in these amazing little boxes like this? There is a blending stump there. I wonder if that works with our, you know, because this is supposed to be an oil thing. Let's have a go. Let's get a big blending stump and turn it bigger. Yes, it does. Interesting. So these are interesting too, which is fun. There is a cutter, and where is it? Bring this back. There is a knife, and you can draw shapes like a lasso, and then do Control C and Control V. And then I think you can. We'll bring that back. Cut. Oh, we're going to have to play with that a bit more off screen time. Let's see. What about this one? Cut. There's two knives. Let's try this one. Oh, this one is more squarish. And then how do I move it? I don't know. Let's go back to our painting. I'll investigate that for next time. But it does have some digital tools, which I think is cool. Okay. So let's get some green here. We'll start very dark and we'll go back to a brush here. Let's try some palette. So the leaves are broad in threes as well. So let's do one. No, that could be darker. Oh wow, that's definitely a lot darker. Let's try another palette. Okay, we'll make this a bit bigger. Which tool are we on? Can I see what tool I have? I think I do. There's a thing. Usually it's highlighted somewhere. Okay, we'll put another one over here. And I think this one might be closed. Or maybe we have a red. Let's try this brushy. Hey, that brushy's pretty good. Hello, my girlie. Wow, that's not cool. Ooh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for your like, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. I think that might be Debbie Phillips from Australia. Thank you, Debbie Phillips from Australia. Okay, I think I want a little bit of something yellowish to just light some pieces in here. I think that's too yellow though. That's not yellow enough. The palette, the color wheel here is a little bit different too. You see there's like two sides to the color wheel. I'm not sure why there's like this fancy. See, there's like bits, like where it's like a gradient going from dark to light on the wheel, but okay, we'll put this color down, and we're also going to put down this color. We're also going to put down this color, just to see for what happens. Thank you, Helga. Hello, Helga. I think Helga's from Canada. So these brushes are all very unique. Like this one here that I'm using right at the moment, it lets you pick, you have to pick the paint, but then it runs out, which is one of my favorite things that a brush does, because I can pick it up and put down more paint, but when it runs out, it basically becomes like a blender, which is what happens when you're really painting, right? Okay, so let's go a bit yellow. Where are we going to have our light coming from? I think the top on the right looks good. And see that? It just picked up. I've got this bright color but it picked up that other color. Okay. Oh. Compositional choices here. I think we need to have something else up here. I'm not certain though, so let's paint it first. Maybe something going off. Alright, some leaves. Ooh, that's interesting. Accidental shortcut, but that's useful. Okay, now that is making a mess of that because it's too big. Okay, we might leave that for now. What have we got? What do we want? This fat one. I think my brush tip is too big. Yes, it's on maximum size. Let's try that again. Yeah, I think yeah, one of my friends pointed out that I don't say please like and subscribe. And I think it comes with the territory, but I think I feel a little bit funny about that because you know, our goal is kind of to have something that we can do and then the students can join in, and there's always like something that's new to play with when you're painting. New subject matter every week, and you're building that visual library. This brush is a bit cray-cray. Did I just say cray-cray? Okay, that means that the end of the world is just around the corner. Cray-cray. Okay, let's try this Reiki one. I have a feeling. Let's go bigger. We can add some painterly texture in there like that. Not that one though. Let's try this way. Nope. I need to tilt my hand at the right direction to get it to do what I want. Which way is it? That way. Alright. I want to fix up the edge of that. Now there is an eraser. Where did I find that eraser? That turns that off and on. That turns that off and on. That says paintbrush. There it is. That tells you what tool I'm using. That little graphic. I accidentally turned that off. And I think it's E. Yes, it is. E for eraser. So I just want to fix this up. There's something weird going on there. And there's pencil eraser, sharp eraser. Let's try what that does. It's not working for me. That one is. Hard eraser. Alright, that looks good. So go back to brush. Now there is a menu, by the way, if you want to see, where is it? Is it settings? Here. You can see all the shortcuts. So there's a lot more here. So space is move canvas, B is for brush, just like any other software mostly. Alt for color picker, eraser, fast zoom, fill all, pick area color, brush size up and down, fill brush while drawing. That's a good one to know. F. So I was telling you that other brush runs out there. Brush resize, Alt Command drag. Rotate canvas, zoom in, zoom out, free transform, Command T. So that was the bit we were missing there when we were trying to do this. Let's try it again. You know, I love to experiment. Let's try make a selection here. In Command T. And now I can move that, even though there's nothing in that section. Let's try again. And cancel that. Let's get this leaf. Oh. Oops, I double tapped. Let's take that leaf. And Command T. Yes, I can move it. Okay. We'll cancel that. And we will accidentally... Let's do this. Control copy. Control paste. No. That's cool. Okay, we'll have to work out a bit more about that as we go, but let's go back to this. Okay, we've lost our... This is cool though, even like that. Except now I want my mixer. Where's my mixer gone? Choose that layer. Let's go back to our paintbrush. Maybe it doesn't let you when you have this tool collection. Maybe I activated a shortcut. Move canvas. Is there a scroll here? Oh, there is. Clear selection, duplicate layer, Command J, merge layer down, that's what you want. Toggle reference on and off, F8. You can bring in a reference layer as well, But you could also click here and then toggle palette. Okay, toggle palette, F5, toggle toolbox, toggle layers, choose favorite tool, open gallery. Okay, so there's a bunch of things there that you probably have to get used to. Now, another cool thing in here, and I'm not trying to sell this to you, I just have been playing with it. It records the video while you're working. So I think that is pretty cool. Just like in Procreate. Now, that's always a nice feature though, isn't it? Okay, so let's go back to painting now. That was a nice little reprieve. How are we doing for time? Holy shenanigan. Oh, look at that. Okay. I think once you get used to the brushes, I think you can do some magical kind of stuff in here. Okay, what was that? Load brush toggle. Load brush. I think it was F for fill. Fill brush while drawing. F. Yeah, that's not really giving me much. Alright, we need to put in our flowers. Okay, let's add another layer. I'm gonna use a yellow, a orange. Orange should totally be a word. And the pressure of this one is really important on this app too. So think that this should... Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Why are we picking up something from another layer? That's very traditional painting. Okay, and we need something in here. Now, how am I going to do that? We're going to do it over the top of this. That's way too big, bro. Way too big. What did I just do? Why is it black now? I must have selected by accident. Alright, I think... I'm gonna go back here for a second. Alright, we've only got a couple of minutes to go. My clock says 1 minute, but I'm just going to pretend that it says 5 more minutes, because I haven't got enough detail on the flowers yet. So let's go back to our flowers. And let's add some shadow side. Oh no, we've got the bit. And let's get some light side. No, I think we want a light. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I liked. Oh well, it's gone. It's gone! Alright, how we doing? Oh, I just made a boo-boo. And let's get a little bit of the orange. Let's get a small brush. And let's add a little bit of this. I can't remember, are these called the stamens? We should do that, actually. We should have a little bit of a look at the parts of the flower. How's that looking? Now, I just realized, probably all stream, you've all been looking at... Oh, you've all been looking at only part of this painting. I'm liking the light. I think it needs more work, obviously. But, you know, these are sketch paintings. They're not meant to be finished. We're exploring ideas. Now, today was, like... we just made it up from these pictures, so I think I would change some things here. I think I would make this green less green and more yellow, and mix some of that in there. But We might call it a stream end for today. I hope you all had a wonderful week, and I hope your weekend is wonderful. So if you would like to suggest a topic for next stream, or if you know of some cool software that we haven't ever tried, then send us a link and send us an email. My email is above my head there if you would like to send us your drawings or paintings. Let's not forget to do a save before we finish there. And I've got to show you the thing. All right, let's see how it goes. So when you finish, you go to this thing here where it says, and watch what it will do. This is pretty cool. Now we do already have the video. Now look at that. It shows you as if you painted it in your studio, and there's more. We'll go sideways. Let it process that. So it's compositing your artwork together with a lighting scenario from a window. I think that looks pretty cool though. YouTube, can you use this bit as the screen thumbnail? You can also see it in a gallery, which I think is pretty nice. We need some browns in that base there too. There you go. There's what it would look like if it was 100 years old and had cracks all over it and had a nice brass or gold frame. So this is, as I said, Clip Studio, not Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint's what we've been using recently, but this is Realistic Paint Studio. It says it in the top corner picture there. There's that one's cool. I'm not sure about that, hard cast shadow going through the middle of it though, but it looks cool. I like the paint palette on the side. I think we're getting, how many more of these do we have? And you can also just get it on the normal canvas. Like, I like that it puts that canvas texture on there though. That's pretty cool. All right, so we'll call it a day. You can export this in here. So there is plenty of images with frame and background, or image with frame, and it will save it, and you can save it in its native format, and it will keep layers and everything. And you can, I believe, export into other software type files. So this is Realistic Paint Studio format. We'll just save it here. All right. So without any further ado, I think that will be the end. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you here next week. Again, if you want to suggest a topic, please send us a message, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Bye.